Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another gaming review. This time we're checking out a piece of hardware from our good friends at ROCCAT. They were kind enough to send us out another gaming computer, or gaming laptop, gaming keyboard. I'll get it right eventually. And this time we got to check out the ROCCAT Vulcan 2 Max. If you haven't already, you should be able to find some coverage where we featured my, new past daily driver, the ROCCAT Vulcan. As you can see, this thing is well loved, plenty of dust and life left into it, but this is basically going to be the second iteration of the Vulcan, and it is the Vulcan 2 Max. The original Vulcan featured the same keyboard. You could also get a solid kind of wrist rest. And let's talk about some of the upgrades, but instead of just talking, let's show you those upgrades. This extremely beautiful and vibrant keyboard comes with a AMO RGB palm rest, which is this awesome little palm rest here that detaches so you don't have to have it. So as you can see, slides in and out, lights up however you want. So it's not a needed thing to have if you don't like wrist rest, but it is there. It has their next gen AMO lighting, as well as the control at your fingertips. You can use the function button here, alternate throughout all the different colors and do really whatever you want. As well as it's got these new tactile dual LED kind of buttons, if you can tell here. I don't know if you can see here, but if you notice, there's two different colors coming through my keyboard here, and you can kind of see it with some of the other transitions, as well as how it lights up certain other buttons if you're doing a recording or other types of coverage, depending on really what you're doing. For me, it's just a really comfortable keyboard. I've loved using my Vulcan, and the Vulcan 2 is kind of just an upgrade. You know, I really like this translucent light up wrist rest that honestly, it pretty easily attaches and detaches, and is extremely flexible, and it feels very good in your hands. As well as the keyboard features pretty much a lot of the same stuff going on underneath. You have the kind of feet that lock in very well. You can see the glow kind of running all throughout. This little bottom bar here is kind of what allows it to go through the wrist rest, and that's kind of really what it builds up for you for using this. You also have your, headset control knob. For me, I definitely feel like this is kind of an upgrade from the past one. Just looks a little more sleek. As you can see here, we kind of got a really bulky knob versus a regular knob. Now, the thing to note that's a little different with this, and it's going to be a little hard to tell. Let me see if I can get my USB thing out here. This keyboard takes two USB ports to kind of function. One to make it function, and then one to kind of power all your LEDs. But that's not going to be anything that really takes too far away from you. Outside of that, though, because like if you're going to be buying like a keyboard like this, let's face it, you're not going to be too harped for USB plugs. And if you are, it's not going to be anything that's going to be too overly complex for you to pick up. But, for me, this is definitely a win from ROCCAT. It's been very few things that they've made that I haven't enjoyed. As you can see, ROCCAT, there's stuff everywhere. Kind of just getting stuck with all their stuff and really kind of enjoying it. But yeah, outside of that though, as far as an opinion of this keyboard, I definitely recommend it. Worth picking it up just on the namesake alone for what the Vulcan's done. The Vulcan 2 honestly hits up every mark as well, and is something that I really enjoy. It's very comfortable, and you can also get, I believe it's tactile and non-tactile keys, as well as it comes in black and white. Personally, I like black, but it's a nice color change for the different white. And it definitely shows off the color a lot more. For me, I'll probably be running more of like a solid blue color, but you can kind of do whatever you want. Nonetheless though, as far as an opinion of buy, sell, or pass, I definitely recommend this is worth picking up if you want to spend the money to kind of bling out your setup a little bit. Definitely not something that you need, but it does come in at a pretty good price point, I believe. Off the top of my head, I think it's just over $200. So it is a pretty expensive piece of hardware, but I can tell you these are extremely reliable, extremely durable, and you get the quality that you pay for, as well as, great customer support from ROCCAT. You have any issues, they're always taking care of you. Outside of that, if you have any questions and want to know more about the Vulcan 2 Max, let me know down below in the comments. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel with the buttons in one of these spots. Outside of that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time.